For Bennelong.
Deputy Speaker, soon this parliament will have an opportunity to consider one of the most important environmental reforms in a generation: legislation to establish environmental information Australia and a federal EPA. The choices this parliament makes will decide not just what kind of country our children inherit, but what kind of parliament we choose to be. Australians, and particularly those in Bennelong, Deputy Speaker, care deeply about our natural environment, and they expect us to get this reform right. They're not just only paying close attention to the laws we will bring before this parliament and the detail within it, but also how we debate this legislation over the next 2 to 3 weeks, because this is the third attempt to change these laws after a number of really significant and detailed reviews, and these laws have failed before. And I know people in Bennelong have written to me and are making it very clear they want this parliament to get reforms through. They don't want them to fail again. I've spoken about environmental action and climate action before in this place on behalf of Bennelong. It's something they really, really care about. And themes of progress and leadership and environmental protection are always at the top of discussions I have in my community. Just at Cove Sustainability Festival a few weeks ago, Deputy Speaker, people were actively raising this issue with me. At the Granny Smith Festival, where we celebrate the Granny Smith apple, which was created in Eastwood, in Bennelong, people were talking to me about this legislation. They know about it, they care about it. And on top of an open letter I received from Bennelong residents earlier this year, over 100 signatures from people that want to see the games end. They don't want this legislation to fail. They want the Senate and the House to work together to get some reforms through, because we know that the current laws are simply broken. And you don't need to listen to politicians to tell you that these laws are broken. Listen to the reviewer, the very eminent Graham Samuel, who just gave an extraordinary interview a few days ago, where he said he was becoming frustrated and angry at the political posturing. Now, for someone like Graham Samuel, that's a pretty extraordinary thing to say publicly, that he's angry at the political posturing that exists on this at the moment. We need to come together. Minister Watt has done an extraordinary job in a very short amount of time, not only to get this back on the agenda, but to have legislation in place to bring to this parliament before the end of the year. I urge on all here in this place, on behalf of Bennelong, to do what's needed to get it through the parliament.
Member for Hinckley.